Good afternoon. It is January 11th, 2020, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The wind has been ripping pretty good through here. We're in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I got my 800 watt turbine up here on a 25-foot pole. This is from Green Ease Solutions. I got the 5-blade prop on it. At a pretty steady 15 to 20 mile an hour wind. It's backing off a little bit right now. This one has been basically keeping my batteries afloat. You can see not getting nothing from solar right now. Well, just a little bit of radiant. And over here, I've got my 500 watt, which I recently added a larger tail fin to. The frame rate on the camera is just my cell phone camera, so it's making the blades look like they're not spinning, but if I shut up for a second, you can hear them whistling. Yeah, I added a larger tail on that one because my wind here is very turbulent. You know, I've got obstructions everywhere, especially these big trees, but the tail heat helps keep it pointed. But yeah, this is the 500, also from Green Ease Solutions, and also a 25-foot pole. And they're doing real good today. Real good. Last night we saw peaks into the 500s. Right now they're probably bouncing between 100 and 200. It's a beautiful thing though. They can power on a cloudy day, a winter storm. Oh, let's go in and see what the meters are saying. And here we are downstairs. So, this is the 500, this is the 800. Let's see there. Focus. Wind is still hovering around 15, 18 miles an hour, which is right on par with how the turbine is rated. It was moving a little faster last night. You can see wait for it, right there, 520 watt peak. That was early this morning. I saw a 24 mile an hour gust, but you know, 200, 214. Well, it sounds like it's blowing pretty good out there. And this is what's keeping the batteries charged right now. Here's the 500. That is getting a little turbulence, well, a lot of turbulence from that tree, that big pine tree. The wind is hitting that and rolling off and keeps pointing it out of the wind. But that one peaked up to 230. 185, yeah, that's pretty nice. You know, an 18 mile an hour wind, that's great. That's fantastic. So, see the solar, what's that doing? Yeah, we're only getting 200 watts from the solar. I've got 1200 watts of panels wired up to keep my 10 group 31 deep cells charged. And today it's cloudy, so we're not getting nothing. Well, you know, not what I would like to see, but if it wasn't for the turbines, we'd be in a lot worse shape. We're at, you know, almost 26 volts here. 25.8. And yeah, these turbines do really a great job of kind of reconditioning the battery, you know, because the power is real intermittent. It pulsates, goes up and down and up and down. That's really good for the plates. So here's the full system. We've got our lines coming in from the 800 and the 500 to flip switches, and in the downward position, like they're in, the power is coming straight through to the fuses, straight to the rectifiers, and down to the bus bars. In the upward position, it would then run the 3 phases to the 3 resistors. Sorry about the light here. And then it runs back to the rectifier. And that just loads down the turbine. It prevents it from overspinning. It's not a brake, it just slows it down a little bit. And cuts down the input power. Say if the sun were to come out and we start getting, you know, 1,000 watts from the solar, and then the wind keeps going like it's going, these would overcharge my batteries. So I could then flip the switch up, and these are each 100 watt resistors for the 500 watt turbine. So that would take 300 watts out of the equation. You know, let's flip the switch here. Let's see what happens. Instantly, that brings my input power way down. And we'll flip it back. Boom. See how it did that? It just slows the turbine down and cuts the input power. We'll do it with the 800. Yeah, cut her down to 15. And back up to 230. So it just prevents overcharging and prevents overspinning of the turbine blades themselves. Ooh, 311. That was nice. With the 800, I've got, these are each 10 ohm 200 watt resistors, so it's 600 watts of load on the turbine. That's 300 watts of load on the smaller turbine. And with that, your wind speed control, you want about 2/3 of your rated output as resistance. And again, it's just a protective measure. So you know, I could automate that with, you know, 3-phase relays and a voltage sensor to do it automatically, but that's a lot more expensive. And we've got our nice blue cooling fans keeping our rectifiers from overheating when the power comes in like it is today. These rectifiers will start to warm up, and if you know they get too hot, they get resistive, and then it just spirals, and you can burn them out. They're 100 amp rectifiers, so I'd really have to have some crazy wind to burn them out. But I like just keeping them cool and keeping my equipment in safe working order. So that's operating on this thermostat relay, and I got the sensor right here on the positive side is the side that warms up, and it's warm to the touch. But the fans do a real good job. It basically won't ever get above at 20, 23, 24 degrees Celsius. So that's the setup. Hope you like it. And again, the turbines are from Green E Solutions on AliExpress.com. They're great for the price. It's sure hard to beat them. And I'm in a low wind speed zone, and I live in a valley, so basically all strikes against me. Most people wouldn't bother trying to run a turbine where I'm located, but you get them 412, you get them high enough, and you add the tail. The 800 will be getting a new tail soon, and that'll help keep that one pointed also. But yeah, they're doing great. Take care.